President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu say they've agreed a peace plan for Gaza and warn Hamas to accept it.
So this is a big day, a beautiful day, potentially one of the great days ever in civilization.
Keir Starmer has welcomed the plan, which includes the return of all Israeli hostages and the release of Palestinian detainees, with Sir Tony Blair in an official role.
In Moldova, the pro-European party of President Maia Sandu claimed victory and a new majority in parliament in Sunday's elections. President Sandu says her party's decisive win against pro-Russian parties in Moldova's parliamentary elections shows that Moldovans are united and on track to join the European Union. The European Commission welcomed Moldova's election result and pledged support for its pro-EU government. The leaders of France, Germany, and Poland congratulated Moldova on its, quote, commitment to democracy, despite what they called unprecedented interference by Russia in the election. Russia denied those accusations. Its foreign ministry spokeswoman accused Moldova of running what she called a medieval election. Let's take a look now at some other headlines from around the world. Electronic Arts, one of the biggest gaming companies in the world, agreed to sell the company for $55 billion. EA is known for making best-selling games like EAFC, The Sims, and Mass Effect. The deal is the second most valuable gaming purchase in history. Jaguar Land Rover says it will resume production in the coming days after a cyber attack forced the car maker to suspend operations. 3 UK facilities stopped production on September 1st after a cyber attack that impacted manufacturing operations. The British government pledged a $2 billion loan to help support the company's supply chain as a result of the attack. The Taliban rulers in Afghanistan have imposed a nationwide telecommunications shutdown, including in the capital Kabul, seen here. The Taliban started severing fiber optic internet connections to prevent what they see as immorality. An internet watchdog says there's now a total connectivity blackout. A Taliban official says the shutdown will last until further notice. Flights from Kabul airport have been disrupted. Satellite TV and mobile internet have also been affected. And in East Africa, the president of Madagascar says he's dismissing the government after more than 20 people were killed in clashes between security forces and youth-led protesters. Anju Razuli promised a new administration within 7 days. The demonstrations over water and power cuts continued on Monday, but protesters are demanding that the president himself step down. The UN's human rights chief condemned Madagascar's security forces, saying they used unnecessary force.
The clock is ticking in Washington as Congress has until midnight to reach a deal to stop a US government shutdown. United Nations calls on the Taliban in Afghanistan to immediately restore telecommunications across the country a day after they were shut down.
Also tonight, President Trump says Hamas has 3 or 4 days to accept his Gaza peace plan or face a very sad end. An extraordinary development. For the first time, scientists create a human embryo using DNA from skin and sperm. And the British actress Amy Lou Wood, who criticised a major US comedy show after they poked fun at her teeth.
I don't regret saying it because it was breaking a pattern, which would be what I would usually do, which is what I did when I was younger and I got bullied.
Hope on the horizon for those at high risk of ovarian cancer. Arise Sir Gary, the slow horses actor, receives a knighthood from the Prince of Wales.
His Royal Highness said to me, he said, when I watched the horses, he said, I just want to give you a good wash.
First, a special report on the alarming rise of cryptocurrency scams and the huge sums being stolen from victims. In the UK, millions of us have invested in digital currencies, lured in by tales of rapid gains. But compared to traditional banking, cryptocurrencies are largely unregulated, and if criminals take your money, you have little hope of getting it back. Last year in the UK alone, more than £400 million were taken in crypto fraud. ITV News heard from one couple who lost £250,000 worth of Bitcoin in a sophisticated scam. Police investigated. They have located where it's been transferred, but they can do nothing.